Okay, Battlefield of Eternity, Masters Clash, everybody. We got another best of 2 on our hands. We are in... I honestly don't really know what to call this. I mean, this is officially, I guess, a group stage. It's part of the main event right now. Be it as it may. We had qualifiers first. We narrowed it down to 8 teams. Those 8 teams are currently in this group stage where we play a full round robin, and we are playing once again best of 2. So if you win the series, you lock in 3 points. If you tie with your opponent, you get 1. And if you lose out, then you're not gonna get anything. And right now, it's the 3-legged cat against the Team RageQuit. So we'll figure out who is able to win the first map. And it's kind of interesting, because right now, this is a series between 2 teams where I would say they are fairly even. Depends a little bit on the day and what form they're in. But yeah, personally, I'm kind of hyped for this one. So I want to see who is able to lock that in. The Cats obviously have a pretty solid history here. They got a couple of preference picks. Sylvanas being one of them, but more so Garrosh for Johan. And now we're having Shizakid on a Nubarak, and immediately Li Ming as well. Alright. Is it Garrosh? Oh, what? Johan, what happened? Diablo over Garrosh? Really? Okay. He goes for Diablo. I mean, that man loves his Garrosh, and he is great with that. I could have totally seen them going into something along the lines of a Garrosh, even with the Zarya here. Which has been played multiple times also in Meta Madness, but definitely a very powerful combo. Ana gets banned since you have Li Ming. Makes obviously sense. So, yeah, we have the nano boost on Li Ming now. Denied to the blue team. Doesn't mean that you don't have any good support that you can still follow up on, but still. That's at least good to limit the power spike of Li Ming a little bit and make sure that she doesn't get her resets quite that easily. Down for life on Rexa, and we got Brightwing. Okay, so Brightwing is in the house. We got Rexa as well. More stuns, more heroes that can poke that out a little bit. Check out those vents. Get some scouting information. And let's see what else we're getting. The last double pick for the red team. Come on, boys. Let's go. Lunara and Rhaegar. I like that. Yeah, so that gives us with Lunara a lot of range poke that they have again. Question is obviously what exactly are they going to pick on level 10 for her. If you go into the long poke, that can be kind of nice if you stay at a distance. But outside of that, if you have anybody that comes close and you want to go for the leaping strike. We got Limo and Hanzo. And well, that sets us up for map number 1, Battlefield of Eternity. The 3-legged cat against RageQuit Gaming. RageQuit Gaming against the 3-legged cat, everybody. Map number 1, and on the left side we got Shizakid on an Uberag. Down for life on a Rexa. Alex on Brightwing. We got Limo on Hanzo. And no game, no life on Living. On the right side of the map, Drakion, Sylvanas for the red team. We got Hirath on Lunara. Captain Rex on Rhaegar. Johan on Diablo, and Meneldoa is playing Urel. Okay, so let's give this a little bit of a look and see what they can pull off here. On level 1 we already have the Feral Heart, so a bit of a change in pace for Rhaegar. The doggy is going to be quick on his feet. We got Might of the Benji Queen on level 1, and Hanzo coming in with Redemption. Okay, yeah, he needs Redemption. For that haircut, I mean 100%, are you kidding me? Top side, bottom, we have a lot of hits in, and Brightwing barely survived. Oh boy, that was way close there. Brightwing nearly dying. That wave on Sylvanas nearly dropped her, but well, the Fruit Fly made it out. A nice back and forth by the 2 teams when it comes to lane rotation, so a little bit more of an aggressive stance than we're usually seeing. Rex at the top also gets poked out by Lunara and Urel. So it's a bit of a different split too. Now, normally it's the 1-4 split, but they're playing a lot with 2-3 setups. And I guess that Lunara eventually is going to move down to the bottom of the map, but for now she's sticking still out top side against Rexa and trying to get damage in. But that also means that they're suffering at the bottom of the map, and there's a lot of poking from Li Ming in particular. So there's that. But, well, I like that they're at least being aggressive. I mean, both of the teams are looking for kills, so that's nice. Hanzo with 9 stacks on his level 1. Camps are, of course, up, and that means that the teams are going to make moves for that. I would be shocked if the blue team didn't get the camp down here. They're running a 4 versus 3 down at the bot lane. So, yeah, they even get the kill. Diablo is dead. Team RageQuit raging it up a little bit in the early game. And interestingly enough, the red team hasn't made a move for the top yet. So there is a chance that we are having RageQuit Gaming rotate a hero towards the top and then try to take the second camp too. But for now, they're probably very happy with the fact that they're absolutely destroying the wall here. I mean, melting it away. So this 3-2 split is not working out for the Cats. Not even a little bit. They definitely gotta change the pace. And now Urel is alone against Rexa and Misha at the top. And as expected, the camp is getting attacked right now. So, yeah, there it is. But either way, we got the camps now taken. So, the first Shaman camp on the left, one on the right, 2. Immortal is spawning in 10. And with that, let's see what we're gonna get on the objective side. Which team takes the first one? It's a bit of a leading experience thanks to the 1 kill for RageQuit Gaming. Nothing crazy. It's more important that they were able to take the bottom wall out. But if they're now losing Brightwing, that would be a setback, and I guess that's inevitable. Brightwing goes down, the wolf came in and just bit her head off. Now, that's exactly the timing for the kill that they needed to get an advantage on the objective. And that down. Oh, Drag here, careful. Oh, Limu. Damn, he nearly dropped Sylvanas, and now they're on the run. Nicely done. The next problem is that this bot lane has to be defended, so Diablo goes down as Drakia is trying to take the minion wave down. And the red team is again taking the lead. Sorry, the blue team is again taking the lead here. So, nicely played. They're also going for Urel, and Menaldor is... yeah, he's dead. The goat is down. Okay, they were hungry apparently. I wanted to have a nice goat burger. Shizakid still trying to defend together with No Game No Life, but the halftime show has nearly started. And great lead for Team RageQuit. Limo is running out of mana though, so he's already horsing back home. But thanks to his level 4, they're obviously chunking the Immortal down quickly. The early level 7 would also help the blue team further. Lunara is trying to take the start as the rest of them defends. And the problem for the blue team was really that they were running out of mana and had to move back. So it's nearly an even Steven on the objective. They gotta burn this one quickly if they want to have a chance. Yeah, No Game No Life. Saved for now. And he is alive, dead. It's like Schrödinger's Liming. Okay, he's alive. Yeah. Liming is alive, barely. Hugging Brightwing, and they're winning this with a 50% shield too. So, yeah. 50% on the shield, and look at Rhaegar coming in with the Purification now. Purification after the Earth Living Enchant. And it's party time. There's Hanzo already eliminated. And with 3 kills to 2. Yeah, we're currently having the top lane demolished, or at least the wall. Now they have a solid advantage in experience. Malevolence is on level 7 now, also ready for the Cats and for Diablo. The wall is more or less all that they get here. I'm a little bit surprised that nobody is poking the bot lane out a bit. I mean, if all that they were aiming for is the wall in the first place, they could have just made a move for the bottom of the map in Urel, but instead they're now focusing their attention on Rhaegar, and that play worked out very well. They take the support down and might even have a chance to take the fort if they can dive in a bit deeper. Beetles are already getting spawned, and oh boy, they are losing too, aren't they? Diablo down, Sylvanas dead, Rexa survives the shots and dodges out on Lunara's damage. And now, since the minion wave is pushing in, I guess the fort can be destroyed. They're also only half a level away from level 10. What a fantastic start for Team RageQuit. They get the objective, they open the bot lane up, they are taking the fort down at the top. They are level ahead now, closing on level 10. This is pretty fantastic. This is looking very, very good right now. Yeah, down to the bottom of the map, what are we gonna get here? I mean, at this point, yeah, at least the camp gets well, does it though? Alright, it does. Rexa is a little bit too late. I was just for a moment thinking he might be there in time to interrupt it. But Dia's level 10, so with Cocoon you could theoretically try and force the fight. If he cocoons now, gets interrupted there. But if he cocoons, they could force the battle. And Sylvanas is still at the top trying to get experience for them. Attempting to bridge the half level that they're behind as quickly as possible so that they have the heroic abilities as well. But with 6 kills to 2, I mean, the lead is significant. In an ideal world, what the blue team would have loved to do is go for the bottom fort and take that one out as well. Did not quite work out. But yeah. Okay, so with that, we now have Leaping Strike. That was a bit of a question that we had earlier. Topside gets still defended by Rexa. And yep, the Epoch. I mean, some of these cooldowns are being YOLO'd out a little bit too hard to my liking. He was obviously hoping for the engage, but couldn't quite get it. Limu nearly pushed into an Immortal Stun. Rexa, can he... they need some stuns here. So Rexa is coming in from the top, and down here, Anubarak can of course also make the engage. They're all poking on the Immortal, but nothing too crazy yet. Yeah, there's the arrow, and that's a dead Bambi. Bambi goes down, beautiful hit. Nicely connected from Hanzo with the arrow, and then Li Ming was ready for it, dropping the target. That's kill number 7, and they're forcing the ult from Urel. She's super low. Gets the Ancestral and survives, but that was clutch. Nice play by Captain Rex. The problem is that means he can't save Diablo, and with Dibbles down, granted he'll be back, but still that's a window that they can use to take the fort apart, which they immediately do. So they are getting further and further ahead in this game. A 6 kill advantage now for them, and more than a level ahead in experience. They still hold both of their forts, which means that the fountains are available too, and they're utilizing that advantage immediately. Now, halftime show already over quite some time ago, and it's a little bit crazy here. Yeah, because the problem is really, how do you get onto the Immortal right now? The problem that you have is that, first of all, your top lane is pushing out. Now, we're early in the game, so this is not going to do too much damage, but you could still lose your wall. The bigger problem is that time is working in favor of Team RageQuit in the first place. Now, they are going to lock in the early level 13. That helps. And in addition to that, they are still pushing the side lanes a bit more. Arrow and another kill. Hanzo is turning into a hunter over here. Gets the arrows connected time and time again with Lul Nara. Gets the kills. Rega is dead as well. That's 3 heroes down. And yeah, no game, no life. With beautiful follow-ups on every single stun that they YOLO out. They got their level 13. And Li Ming is at 31,000 damage. So absolute dominance on map number 1 for Team RageQuit up to this point. They have a 9 kill advantage over the red team and are aiming for some keeps here. The Immortal is moving down to the bottom of the map, and it might be an early game Immortal, but still it's one with a very big shield. So that's another one. And down to the bottom of the map with the near 3 level advantage. Let's call it 2. Let's call it 2.5. They can now move in. Use that talent advantage. Try and take that wall down. And maybe even drop the keep itself. It all depends on whether or not they can get a kill. And they have 6 seconds, 5 until Hanzo's arrow is back. So there's definitely a chance that they are able to go for another Lunara kill. As long as Hanzo connects it. And he's already sitting in the back. Limo with the arrow. This time he doesn't hit anything though. This time they paid attention. So this arrow goes wide. Hirath is still alive, but the keep is falling, and it's falling quickly, and the Immortal still has shield, so that's more bad news. Down for life. He's still not down, and they're turning it on Maenaldor. The keep will fall. Keep will fall 100%. Like, the only question here is really, can they end the game? I don't think so, but boy, if they get kills here, yeah, they're not gonna wait around for too long. If the next engage doesn't work, they will probably fall back. But they have a 3 level lead, and they kill Bambi. Bambi is down. Can they get more? The core is already losing hit points. Team RageQuit, jeez, they are going absolute bananas on the opponent's team. 69% on the core. Down goes Urel. Diablo is about to fall. Yep, he's dead too, and he's down for the full half minute. They can just right-click it and end it. Nicely done. Convincing victory of Team RageQuit against the three-legged cat. They went through the red team like hot butter through cheese. Pretty impressive. Well done. Well done by the blue team. GG.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Volskaya Foundry. Yeah. Not a fan of the map, but then when they picked the map and I immediately thought, oh my god, why this map again? And then I remembered that I think it was them. They played a lot of Nazebo here, so their strategy, or one of the strategies that they have, is to try and take Nazebo and then just like push it as much as they can, and he gets banned immediately. Good for Team RageQuit. Gonna be honest. Good for them. Because the thing is, the last time that this happened, I actually criticized the opponent of not doing their homework, because this has been a thing that the cats have been now doing multiple times, and it has worked very well. And if you're not prepared for it, and then all of a sudden you get blindsided by it, that can lose you a game or two. So, good to know that Team RageQuit did their homework here. Kudos to them. Doesn't mean that they're going to win the map, but they definitely make their life a lot easier right now. They remove 2 of the heroes that are absolutely annoying here, that could be played around with by the cats. And, well, let's see how this is going to pan out for the blue team. Because at least, again, they touched base, made sure that they knew a bit about the recent drafts of the cats, and can now counteract that a little bit. So with Lucio as an early pick, you already have quick rotations, so that's kind of nice. But how is the red team now reacting? Because obviously they had still that thought that they could maybe play this out, right? But they need a plan B. And they have to have one. You can't tell me that you're just picking Volskaya Foundry time and time again with the same pocket strategy. And if the pocket strategy gets banned, then you're just sitting there like, shit, what are we going to do now? So there's some kind of game plan here that they have. And yeah, we're going to find out what. There's my Garrosh. I was already waiting for him on the last map, and now we got Garrosh again. Okay, so we get Rhaegar together with it. I'm currently thinking about what other heroes were played on Volskaya Foundry in the past that were capitalizing on the late game. I mean, you're not going to go as bonkers as moving in for an Asmodan here. Tyrael, Hanzo, alright. Ona! Hanzo's back. But, anything that stacks in the late game, the days of Cassia, for example, here were always kind of nice. Where Dino was running around with 160 stacks on the level 1. Maybe you could pull something similar off also with Vala if you get her into the late game. But I'm sure there is a plan B for the cats. And they started off with good picks for them. Captain Rex in the last game had a couple of nice moments with Rhaegar, and Garrosh obviously is one of the best heroes for Johan. They ban out Zeratul. Tracer? Maybe. I would honestly... yeah, Tracer. Wah wah. Banned. Yeah, I was about to say another one that could play Tracer as Limo, and then I was just like, maybe they should ban it. And I looked up and was like, oh, they already did. Alright, alright, alright. So, let's go for the double pick. A little bit of a moment of truth situation here. Actually, it's not quite true. They still have the last pick, so if they have a pocket pick, they could do it now. Falstad and Urel. So they got the global, they got the space goat. Looks like we're going to get a pretty normal draft out of them, which I don't mind. Mephisto is another one that's very good on the map, if you have somebody that can play him properly. Limo and Down for Life are missing. Blaze is up, by the way, so you could go for Tyrael Sanctification and Blaze Bunker, if you want to layer the two. Yeah, and... Diva! Diva and Vala. Okay. Every single time Diva gets picked, I have to think about Wally. Diva! And there's Mephisto. Called it! Alright, so, Volskaya Foundry, everybody. Let's go. Let's see if we're gonna have a tie or if this is a 2-0 victory for Team RageQuit. Can they lock the 3 points in? We're gonna figure that out at the Masters Clash in game number 2. Volskaya Foundry. Game number 2. Shizakid for the blue team on Tyrael. We get Limu on Vala. Down for life on Diva. No game, no... So much life over there. No game, no life on Hanzo. And we got Alex on Lucio. On the right side of the map, we got Drakia on Falstad. And Hirath on Mephisto, Captain Rex on Rhaegar, Johan is playing Garrosh, and Menildor is playing Yrel. Okay, so, with that said and done, we got our talents on level 1 in. The dog is, nice, auto attack style. Me likey. So, we got Vala already working on the stats, so Limo definitely having the confidence that even with a single support plus the shields from... so much for that, right? Vala! Oh! It's alive! Oh, it looked like Vala would insta-die here, but instead they took Mephisto down. Nicely done. So 1 kill, 2-0. And Vala nearly got dropped. That would have been 5% of her attack speed bonus, but she made it out. I kind of like that he went for the auto attacks, despite the fact that there is no second support. Obviously, it also means that if he loses some of his attack speed bonuses, then it's not really that big of a deal, because they still got Hanzo as well for extra damage. But still a bit weird. Now, either way, up towards the top, we got Shizakid going up against Drak here. In our 1 versus 1. It's actually a wild pairing. Tyrael against Falstad, you don't see that every day. Down to the bottom of the map now. We have camps taken. All about the items. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, items, items, items. Limo is getting a few hits now together too. I mean, again, it's not really that important that you're getting your stacks together, so if you're a little bit newer to that auto attack style, keep in mind that just you getting the attack speed and then getting Manticore on level 16 is a pretty big deal. So if you can do that, then do it by all means. There's way too many people that think they have to get insane numbers on their level 1 immediately, and that pretty much like leads to them playing too aggressive, then dying, losing the auto attack stacks, and that's a problem. So the attack speed is really a bit more important. Obviously you want to stack nicely as well, so if you have the mechanics and you know you're safe, if you have 2 supports or like a pocket healer, then always play around them a bit. But don't try to YOLO it too hard, especially if you find yourself in a position where your opponent is always gunning for you. But either way, for now we got Limo doing his thing over here now too. We currently have, down to the bottom of the map, Yrel still holding out for some experience. 2 kills to 1, first protector is already going to be spawning in a few more seconds. Something insane happening just now, just a couple of kills they're exchanging here with the level 4, the ignore all distraction. And Vala working on the camp. Both teams are doing the same thing here. It's again about level 7 when we're going to for the first objective. But Limo is going to have a chance to try and get at least some hits in when the real battle over the control point is popping up. Indomitable now, of course, for Garrosh is something that they have to be very careful about. So Vala needs to be aware where he's positioned. And Johan is already trying to go for a quick flip here. But the battle at the top is still continuing. And Limu, he's once again targeted. Careful, my friend. Play it safe. Not too aggressive right now. Gets a few more attacks in against the captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Captain Rex over here. Great movie, by the way. Dead Poets Society, if you never watched it, definitely check it out. An older movie, granted. But I think Dead Poets Society and Shawshank Redemption are probably 2 of the movies that I would heavily recommend to everybody that has never seen them. Especially Shawshank Redemption. I cannot believe that there are people who haven't watched that one. It's crazy to me. That's when you... No! Diva! Gets killed by the towers. You set the explosion up and then it's like, yep, time to leave the mech, and all of a sudden you die to the towers. That's a bit of a meme. Okay, so the hot pursuit is in. We're getting good damage from Vala. Good stacks too. Still shouldn't frontline it. But on level 7, once again, as we already had in the last game, the Purification. We also got the Frost Storm in. Shizakid! Tyrael is dead. Tyrael is down. Limu's still alive, has his first stacks. 420! 420 stack completion. Nice! Job well done. Yeah, well, and we get another kill. So Falstad is down. Back into the KFC basket, my friend. The chicken wings are gonna be crispy today. Hanzo is able to lock the kill in. And they are still fighting over this. But the longer the battles last, I mean, the better for Vala at the end of the day. It just gives her free stacks, and she's also using it against the rest of the team here. Sitting at 66, hasn't died yet. So that's a real nice opening for Limu. Can obviously change very quickly. All that has to happen is your opponent gets the early level 10 and all of a sudden they're able to lock some ults on you and you fall. But for the time being, he's getting the experience for the team. Everybody is hoping for an early level 10. Items are getting claimed again, or at least they're trying, but they have to fall back into the team fight and they're killing Garrosh. Johan is down. Neat. Well done here. Alright, down to the bottom of the map. Meneldor. He should get away. And maybe not. Yeah, not anymore. Unless he hits level 10. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case anytime soon. So Urel is dead. Easily eliminated. And, well, all of a sudden, 5 kills to 3. Level 10 is in. Getting another shot connected here. Yeah, Vala gets more hits in too. Captain Rex in trouble. Hanzo dies, but so does Falstad. And Limu is at 83 stacks and works in even more. And it starts to honestly hurt. Decimet on level 10 for Garrosh. But I gotta say, if this continues, I would still expect that on level 13 we're gonna get Gloom for Vala, so that would help against Mephisto. But they are getting the first Punisher. And as long as Vala is just keeping this up, she is going to be a menace on level 16 and 20. I mean, an absolute menace. Limu has the shield and can really work around that, but yeah, there's hits after hit after hit coming. Has to be very careful here, though. If you're alone with a protector, that's not it's not as safe as you would initially think. So, yeah, Limu shouldn't overdo it, but he is still towing the line here. And they're going for Johan again. And the Ancestral saves the frontliner. But yep, there's the attack, and Vala is dead. No fucking way. Sanctification and the Lucio ult saved her. That was crazy. Great job. That was a fantastic job by everybody involved. Tyrael and Lucio saving Vala. That wasn't easy, but now I guess they're overdoing it slightly. Limu, does he get this? Don't tell me he survives this too. 20 hit points! You're fucking with me. What a team! What a team! They sacrifice everything, every cooldown that they have to keep Vala alive. They dropped the healing beacon to Vala at 105 stacks. Everybody probably ping spamming Limu and being like, go back! Heal! He's like, just one more, go back now! Everybody getting mad there, but that was great. Fantastic save. Vala with 105 stacks. Yeah. And as long as she keeps her auto attack speed, level 16 is gonna be brutal. Yeah, Limu gets away. Should get Gloom now. No! Tempered by Discipline instead of Gloom. Okay. I mean, as long as you weave those auto attacks in, fair enough. You're gonna have some additional self-sustain, but I would have expected that they're trying to shut down some of that mage damage that's coming out. Nearly gets the kill, by the way, in Mephisto. And Alex over here, he's just hating every single second of his life. He's just sitting there like, dude, for fuck's sake, make my life a little bit easier. Can you just retreat for one moment and not YOLO towards the front line? But Vala is... Where's the damage output in Vala? She should be way ahead here. Yeah, not even. 26,000. It's not bad. It's about the same damage that Mephisto has, so good for her, considering that she's single target damage right now, mainly. But still, big fight over that healing beacon. Oh boy. Blue team gets it, immediately drops it. Limu, talking about dropping things, is gonna drop Mephisto. He's dead. He is dead. Sanctification has been used too, just to be on the safe side. And now they have another opportunity to maybe even go for fort number 2 in this number 1 in this game. 8 kills to 6, a lot of back and forth here, and only 2 more levels until Vala has a Manticore. And well, then good luck to the red team. If they don't get a couple of kills against Vala real quickly, then they are going to be on the receiving end of an ass kicking. They're not going to forget that quickly. She's at nearly 100. She's going to have the 3rd stack in a moment. Yeah. 3rd stack acquired, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. That is solid damage from Vala. Yeah, just keep your attack speed up. Don't lose the gambit element and wait for 16. Boy, that's gonna be nuts. Big shout out to Tyrael and Lucio for keeping Vala alive the entire time. I mean, obviously Limu is playing a fantastic Vala here too, but then again, that's to a big extent also only possible because the two of them are helping her time and time again to survive through situations where I would expect her to be dead within seconds. Yeah, Falstad likely gonna go and try for a gust maybe even. Doesn't get anything. Limu gets out. Alright, the gust. Not pushing anybody into the wall, just back into the exit here. Half a level until level 16. And there we go. But yeah, Tyrael is already at the top. He's working on the next objective for them. So it's still a 4 versus 4, 4 versus 5 at the bottom of the map. They haven't taken the fort down, by the way. So in the middle of the map, the fort is still in play. It doesn't have a lot of hit points, but noteworthy. Okay, so they're using the movement speed here time and time again to move back from this. And here comes Manticore. Yeah, it's party time. Party time, and the way this is going, I would expect Acrobat on level 20 instead of the Farfly Quiver, which would of course make it super safe. The bird gets hit by the long distance arrow, and Drachyr likely gonna die now. Drachyr down, Vala on the run, and getting good damage in against Johan. I mean, are you kidding me? He's nearly dead, somehow makes it out, but the party just continues, and well, that's, wow, that's at least 1 kill. So the main tank is gone. 180 stacks for Vala now, so it gets worse and worse and worse. 10 kills, 2-6. All the way up at the top. There's the Protector. And with 17 to 16, we have now 3 levels until 20 gets connected. But where's the damage? So, off we go. 53,000 for Hanzo, but Vala's catching up, and she's catching up quickly. Very, very quickly. Right. Down here at the bottom of the map. Oh, careful. D.Va! No! D.Va! Going full volley on us again. Top play is still moving out. There's a strafe and the kill. Jeez. Luis, damn son. I mean, it gets a bit nasty. We are only 12 minutes in and they're already working on the key. That's insane to me, honestly. That's the second Protector. Normally, Protectors in this game don't have that much of an impact. But this time, with all the damage that they're running too, they're just crushing. Absolutely crushing. The keep is already gone. We have 189 stacks. And we're locking in 200 in a moment. Now, Hanzo is dead, and they might have overstepped a little bit. So, yep, there's the gust against Vala, and I'm not sure if she can get out of this one. They're trying to save her, though. Sanctification is still available, technically. But instead of having trouble surviving, they're turning it and trying to kill them. Excuse me? Are you kidding? So, Vala is sitting at 212 stacks now. And more hits are just coming in. It feels like Three-Legged Cat just can't break through this. They have 8 kills though, so they got 8 kills. In the damage department, they're not doing that bad either. I mean, they're trailing behind, but they still got 32,000 on Falstad on Mephisto, so they get their kills here. The problem is they can't deal with Limu, and the longer this lasts, the more Vala is just going to pop off. She's already stacking out of her mind on the level 1, and when level 20 hits, that power spike is going to be even increased. 1 keep is down. The biggest problem for the cats is just the simple fact that they don't have any structural pressure. They haven't taken a fort down yet. They tried in the mid lane, and that one didn't get dropped either. And, well, there's arrow. Nice! Indomitable to eat the arrow, but he might still die. Turns it around, gets a bit of heal, but I'm not sure if he can survive this. Limu's at 60,000. He's top damage in the game now. As expected. Vala is just scaling, scaling, scaling. And that's even without the level 20. So Hanzo is already outpaced on the damage department. Yeah, that has to be Acrobat, the way that he's playing this. I mean, yeah. There's again the ult from Lucio. Tyrael, 4 seconds on the Sanctification, but they're still pushing them back. They even dropped the healing beacon, even that didn't help them. 237 stacks now for Vala. Rega also just getting poked down super quickly here. And they're going to get their level 20 now. But okay, so with that, what do we get here? We got 11 to 9 on the kill count. There's another quick strafe. And yep, it is Acrobat. That was to be expected. Alright, this is gonna be fun. The arrow, and now they are just losing more and more ground. Fawcett is holding the top lane. That's a beauty. Ah, finally a kill! He still doesn't die! Like, what the hell? How is he still not dead? That's just ridiculous. Oh boy. 81,000 damage from Hanzo. Yeah, they're just crushing everything. The top lane is already completely destroyed. At the bottom, the fort is lost. 2 keeps are still there. And... oh, man. It's kind of funny because they're only 4 kills ahead. They're only 4 kills ahead, but the difference is really just the massive control of the map and also the way that they are destroying one structure after another. I'm not really sure what happens in level 20. It would be kind of funny, to be honest with you, if at some point the 3-legged cat locks in their 20s and they're just turning the game around. It would be hilarious to me. But, yeah. They must be super frustrated. I mean, imagine the entire game being like so close to killing Vala and removing her auto attack speed and then never being able to get that kill. She was down to 20 hit points previously. And you know they want her. You know they want her. Vala is strafing it out still. Gets the damage in there. Now D.Va is dead, so it's a 5 versus 3. And Limo is, I think, still not falling. Why am I even questioning this? Yep, of course he's alive. 267 stacks. 267. Yeah. Where's his damage at this point? 90,000. 90,000 damage for Vala. Hanzo, a joke. Absolute joke. Nobody, by the way, deals really with the objective. We have 46 percentage points towards it. But let's be honest, nobody has made any real moves towards that one. Halfway ignored. They just sieged up down at the bottom of the map. Over here, at least the will to fight for the cats. And I've been telling you, if the cats turn this around somehow, I mean, Mephisto is now ready with Mimic. They got the Farseer's Blessing as well. They already got the Titanic Might here. And they haven't lost this game yet. Instead, they have now just claimed the first fort. And they could take the one in the middle as well. First, they seem to be eager to go for another healing beacon. Yeah, Hanzo is dead again. He came, he saw, he disappeared. And that's 13 kills to 13. So this isn't over. As much as we might admire the fact that Vala survives every single battle and is getting incredible damage out, we should probably also highlight that the red team is starting to turn this game around. And they're getting another kill here. No, they're not. But they forced out the ult and it was close. Yeah, the Bossa Nova. Limo, he's at 96,000. Nearly gets a solo kill, but scratch nearly. He gets the solo kill on Falstead. Vala, absolutely bananas right now. Still getting the damage in. I mean, it's ridiculous, the output that we have from her. Look at this. Johan doesn't even throw her into the team anymore. He doesn't want his teammates to die. He just throws her away to make sure that they're having a little bit more space to run away. Quest is fully completed for Vala, by the way, so she has 300 stacks, and she's taking them all down. One kill after another. Sanctification! She would have died to the shot from the keep, and the Sanctification saved her. This is insane. This is totally ridiculous. Urel is the only survivor, and she's over on the left side. Menaldor realizes he's gonna be too late one way or another, and that's a 2-0 victory. The fuck was going on here? That's incredible. Limu and his boys with the perfect Vala game. 7 kills, 213, 30 in total as they lock in the 2-0 victory over the Cats.